Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into what they wish you knew, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Tarot of the Four Elements, and pile number two is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. There is going to be no extended for this reading. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose Tarot of the Four Elements, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energy, so close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pile one, what they wish you knew. Oh, someone's bursting firecrackers. So maybe leftovers. Okay. Let's see. We have the King of Earth, Knight of Earth, Knight of Air, Justice, Six of Water, Ten of Cups, Ten of Water, Five of Water. I also have your oracle cards. We have Young, Comfort, Structure. I am evolving. A person may have a lot of expectations on them. Either they might have, this is kind of the eldest child, that energy is coming through, or they might have a very higher up position in the job that they're in. That's also another energy. Or it could be that maybe when your person was growing up, maybe people saw them as very talented or very smart. And I think that over time, there have been a lot of people's expectations on your person to behave a certain way or to show up in a certain way. Like, even if this person wants to do something just for the fun of it, people's expectations have been so heavy on them that they have to choose to be perfect even if they are having fun. It's a little bit heartbreaking. It's a little bit heartbreaking, but that is the energy that is coming through, and your person is breaking under the weight of those expectations. I think that it has reached a point where they don't want to make other people happy anymore. They just want to do things for themselves. They just want to be happy. And I think that under the pressure of living up to other people's expectations in their life, it has really broken your person. That constant pressure of being a certain way, showing up a certain way, speaking a certain way, it's really getting to your person at this point in time. I can sense the frustration building as well. I'm definitely tapping into your person's energy. They don't know how to do it. Pile one, I think that this has been happening over a very long period of time. Like I said, this might be even something that might have happened as a child, and just that expectations, and maybe at that point in time or one particular point in their life, it made them feel happy living up to people's expectations, like the praises and the wows and so on and so forth. But right now it is actually suffocating your person, because they're understanding that this version of themselves, as much as it brings happiness to other people, it does not feel good to them. To them, it feels like they're losing who they truly are on the inside. At this point in time, your person might be looking for more comfort from you, or, just, it's not being needy, but I think that they might be looking for reassurance from you that maybe it is possible for them to shift, out of this energy, for them to move away from people's expectations. So you might experience that equation between the two of you. There might be a slight shift in the dynamic between the two of you. For those of you in no contact, I would not be surprised if your person has been pulling on your energy. Like, you kind of know that something has been very, very wrong in the way that their energy is. Like, wrong in the sense, even the way that they're showing up. For example, you are following each other on social media. You'll see them very chaotic in what they are saying, what they are posting. Sometimes you feel like they're posting something that's fake. Sometimes you feel like they're posting something that's very real, and they're kind of switching between that. You might also be sensing a lot of frustration. So for those of you who are in contact in 5D, you will be feeling your person's energy kind of pulling at you. I do feel, for all of you, the common theme is that your person might be looking to you for comfort. I'm hearing the question, and it breaks my heart to even hear this question. It's like, is it okay for me to not do what they want? Is it okay for me to just be myself? And it's very painful what your person is going through at this point in time, Pal 1, but they are learning. I think that they are learning how to focus on themselves, what makes them truly happy rather than what makes other people happy. Because I think that, yes, your person did get swept up in other people's happiness, other people's praises. And in that journey, what's happened is your person has forgotten who they truly are, what they want out of their life, what makes them happy, what they want to do for fun, not this perfect image of them that they need to constantly keep showing up in. There is that exhaustion that's coming through, and it's very heavy what they are going through at this point in time. There might be, because everybody else expects so much out of your person, they might have projected some of those wounds onto you. Would not be surprised, Pal 1, even if you maybe communicated something that you needed or something that you desired. I think that this person may have exploded. They may have taken a very big reaction to that. It might have triggered something within them that everybody keeps expecting something out of me, even though you were just probably establishing a boundary, or you were expressing your needs or your wants, and that might have triggered an unnecessary explosion of emotions. But what's actually going on within them, Pal 1, is even the slightest bit of people communicating their needs or their wants, your person is perceiving that as expectation. And because they're already so pressured, it's just explosion at this point in time. I do want to say, all right, just because we empathize with what someone is going through, it does not mean that we allow them to hurt us or we do not set boundaries, all right? That is very, very important. I will say this a lot. Okay, but yes, I can see that happening in your connection. Just the refusal, the resistance to even catering to your basic needs and wants, and feeling that as you putting pressure on them to behave a certain way, or you forcing them to be a certain way, even though that was not your intention and that's not even the way that you showed up. Yes, I can see that, but at this point in time, like I said, I think that your person is in need of comfort. Either they are in need of someone's assurance and they're looking to you for that assurance, or they need it and they wish you knew that they need some kind of reassurance from you as well. It is painful what your person is going through at this point in time. I think that there is a lot of sadness growing within them as well. I think that there is also confusion, because what if they don't conform to other people's expectations and then no one praises them anymore? And then will they never feel joy again? Because your person has depended on their praises and their wows for so long to feel good, to feel happy about themselves, right? But I think that one understanding your person needs to figure out, and this is part of the process, is the joy that they are going to feel staying true to themselves and aligning with what they want to do rather than people's expectations, that will outweigh the joy and the happiness at one point that they felt from people's praises or living up to people's expectations that were not in alignment with what they wanted for themselves or what they wanted to do. All right. So, but yes, I do see that even like people's praises at this point in time, I do see someone rolling their eyes or starting to get very, very frustrated, not wanting to even be around people who expect them. So a little bit of that isolation energy coming through, just feeling very repulsed by people at this point in time. Yes, I definitely get that energy. It's kind of like even if someone just says one tiny thing about what they want or how they want the connection to be, this person will just go to another extreme. That's because that's just how deeply this wound has been affecting them, and it's more, they're very, very triggered at this point in time. And first off, I think that they wish you knew all of these thoughts, because I don't think that your person is also able to make sense out of what they are going through. Like suddenly they might start feeling irritated around people, or suddenly they might just want to isolate and not really talk to anyone. Suddenly there's very, very chaotic ways of them showing up, one extreme to another. They're not able to find that balance at this point in time. You know, that clarity will come because we have the Knight of Air. So that clarity will come as your person walks this step. But that swinging of one side to the other will happen for a bit. All right. So that's a little bit of a heads up on your end. Let's get some message or advice for you. Yeah. I would say set your boundaries, all right? Whether it is energetic boundaries, if you find that your person's energy is too chaotic, you might want to set boundaries for yourself. You might want to, establish some ground rules of what you want to accept from your person, or what you feel you can accept and what you feel you cannot accept from your person. So that boundary setting is very, very important on your end. Like I said, your person's in very chaotic energy. It's like one end to another at this point in time. So they might not even know what they're doing that could be hurting you. So it's up to you to protect yourself, right? Another message that's coming through is yeah, I did. I was like, but then there should be balance. All right. I was thinking of that. And then we have the Queen of Water. Yes. On your end, all right. If you feel called to, of course, you have free will. Trust your intuition on this. If you feel called to, you can be the balance that your person is looking for. You can be the anchor that your person is looking for, but you have to be very steady and centered in your energies to bring that chaos needs balance so that it can kind of get back into equilibrium. So if you feel called to, you can shower your person with the comfort, the love that they're looking for, the encouragement that they need, the support that they need at this point in time. You cannot do their work for them, but you can offer support, you can offer encouragement, and that's the Queen of Water. There's so much of love within her for her to offer. Not only is her cup filled, she also has more than enough love to give to the people around her who need it at this point in time. Right? So you can let your person know that maybe from time to time your person might be looking to you and asking, well, can I do it, or is it possible? Can I really not do people's expectations and do what I want? So maybe a person will need that little bit of encouragement from time to time on your end. They might be tugging at your energy to get that reassurance from you, to get that comfort from you, because they subconsciously know that whatever you've been asking for, it's just your basic needs and wants. It's not something grand or magnificent or overdoing asking for what you want. So I think that subconsciously your person does know it, which is why they probably keep reaching out to you for comfort. But again, if you are not in contact, you will feel your person's energy tugging at you. I would say if you feel called to, you can shower, you can send them love, send them healing energy, send them encouragement to keep moving on their path, to keep listening to who they are on the inside and aligning with that, rather than being swept away by people, the pressure of people's expectations. And if you're not feeling their energy, that could be because maybe you've put up very strong energetic boundaries, and that's completely okay as well. That completely depends on you, Palwan. In that case, just observe what's happening with your person. You will see very, very chaotic energy. Don't judge. Don't get swept away by the wishy-washy behavior of your person. Just take it that they do not understand what they're doing at this point in time. They really have no control over their thoughts, but it takes time for them to understand what they truly want and how to align with that. So don't judge them. Just let them be on, just watch as an observer. That is their journey. That is their process. They will go through it. On your end, make sure that you are centered, you are balanced. That is very, very important as well. It's easy to get carried away by the energy and the intensity of what your person is going through. The wound is quite deep, so the intensity of how they're showing up, it might be very, very extreme, like one end to another end, right? So take time to balance energy on your end first, and then if you feel called to, offer that support, that love, that healing energy, encouragement for your person, right? I think that they are seeking a little bit of that comfort outside of themselves. I don't think that they know how to give it to themselves. I also think that because of people's expectations on them for so long, or needing to behave in a certain way, needing to show up, I think that your person might also be very, very hard on themselves. So it might be like the way that you speak to them will probably be the way that they learn how to speak to themselves. All right, that's also one more message. It's actually a very beautiful message to come through. Alrighty, Pal One, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. There's going to be no extended for this reading, so take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. How about you? For those of you who chose Tarot of the Mystical Moments, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Part 2. What does your person wish you need? What does Part 2's person wish? Seven of Wands, Death, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, the Emperor. Okay, I kind of understand what's going on over here. Let me get your Oracle cards for more information. Truth be told, yes. I did get that conflict, yes. Support and I am comfortable. Yes, your person's comfort zone is no longer comfortable anymore. This person may have chosen some kind of third-party situation, could be another person, another relationship, another experience versus this connection. They've definitely made a decision that was not this connection. I can feel that energy. And at that point in time, your person justified to themselves that, oh, okay, well, this is what I'm comfortable with, or this is what feels right to me at this point in time. But the truth is, even though there was a desire within your person to choose your connection, or I think that intuitively they did feel, because there is conflict coming up, there was inner conflict within them. But at that point in time, your person decided to go against what they were feeling on the inside and instead choose something that they had always been choosing in the past, or even just being in their comfort zone. Their comfort zone is not comfortable anymore. There is a deep push that's kind of grown over the time of your person not choosing this connection. It's grown to a point where it is pushing your person out of it. All right, your person has no choice but to come out of the comfort zone, because that decision has been misalignment. So it's not just that decision, even staying with that decision, regardless of the discomfort that your person has been feeling, that also has been misalignment. And now there is a deep push within them to make a change, to get out of the misalignment and start taking charge of their life, start following what their heart truly wants, even if it means it is uncomfortable for them. I think that your person is learning how to be honest with themselves as well. Like I said, a lot of inner conflict about whether to choose this connection, whether or not, whether to go back to their old ways, whether to start maybe something new in their life by choosing this connection, the version of themselves that they need to be for this connection. There's a lot of inner conflict within them. There is desire, yes, But there's also a lot of fear about letting go of the zone that they know has always worked for them, but it's not working for them anymore. It's pushing a transformation within your person. Whether they are ready or not, things are shifting for them. If they don't make this decision on their own, Paltu, there will be external circumstances pushing them to make this decision. The misalignment has been so much that I really think either the universe will step in or your person will end up sabotaging the decision that they've made, and they will have no choice but to start listening to their heart, to start being honest with themselves and following through on what they are honest about as well. You could be in no contact. I am getting heavy no contact, but you could be in contact, but just maybe keeping things casual between the two of you, a surface level. You could also have been in limbo with this person just because they haven't made a decision. But there is a shift coming through in the energy of your person, even in the energy of your connection as well. It might not be immediate. I think that there is a lot of resistance coming through on your person's end, so it will take some time. But I always say this, you are always given, like, free will exists, but it exists within divine law. There is a cosmic order to that free will. And you are always given choices on what you need to do next, all right? And the more you align with that divine law and what your soul's growth is meant to go through, what your heart truly wants, your soul's pull, the more you align with that, the more you actually, move forward in the path that you are meant to. The more you don't, you keep looping back to the same decision point. You go through life experiences, you go through a lot of pain, a lot of that transformation to help you make a choice that is in alignment with free will. So as much as there is free will, there is also a framework under which it operates under. And that is also something that your person is about to learn at this point in time. Things will keep looping them again and again and again until they are ready to make that change within themselves. And they will go through that constant cycle of pain until they are ready to align with what their soul has been telling them, what they truly want on the inside. And that first really starts with being honest with themselves. I'm being called to see this mask. I think that your person, regardless of what they feel on the inside, they've not been able to accept it to themselves. So this person may have denied what they felt for this connection to you, or may have downplayed what they felt. I am seeing that energy as well. But they can no longer ignore what they are feeling on the inside, which is, at this point in time, discomfort, all right? That is what they're not able to ignore anymore. Whatever joy they thought they would find in their comfort zone, it is just not playing out for them anymore. In fact, I think that it is actually sucking their joy is also what I'm hearing, the phrase. And I also feel that it's confusing your person, because comfort zone is supposed to be comfortable, but why is it no longer comfortable? Why am I not feeling happy in the same routine that I have probably done for such a long time in my life? Why is it feeling uncomfortable? Why does it feel different? Why does it feel like I don't want to do this anymore? And that by itself might be a little bit overwhelming for your person, just that they're so used to one version of themselves to even think that there needs to be evolution, or they're being pushed to step into another version of themselves or a more evolved version of themselves. I do feel like there is a lot that your person has to let go in order to step up, or in order to align with what they actually truly want. Maybe their needs and desires have changed, but they're just not willing to accept it at this point in time. And now there is a deep push to accept it. So whatever shifts will happen, it will happen more on an internal level first. Pal 2, all right? I don't think that you will see much of the changes going on with your person, just that I think that they first need to understand what is going on within them. And until they do, I don't think that they will tell anyone what they are going through. I'm hearing it's embarrassing. So maybe there's a certain image that your person feels they need to live up to. And until they fully step into this version of themselves, you might not hear from them, or you might not see those changes until they've fully stepped in. So they will continue to be this version of themselves until they fully, even if they are integrating it at the back end, yeah, it looks like it will be very, very passive. So you might not see it until they fully step into that. And this person might even withdraw. But I am seeing that there is some kind of image that they want to portray to the rest of the world. So they will keep showing up. So it's a little bit conflicting. For some of you, yes, I do see a little bit of withdrawal energy, but oh, okay, yeah. Okay, no, I got the message. So whenever they do show up, it will be however they are right now. But whenever they are silent, whenever they kind of withdraw, so there will be these phases of showing up and being withdrawn. All right, so there's going to be a both energy. So whenever they're withdrawn, that's actually when the integration is happening. That's when the shift is happening within them. But until they fully accept that for themselves first, truth be told, until they accept that, they will keep showing up as like the public image. They will keep showing up as this version of themselves that they are right now. It will be very, very misaligned, but they'll keep showing up in that version. And I think one message that's coming through is how you'll know they're almost closer to completely integrating this evolved version of themselves, or this transformed version of themselves. I guess I would say not evolved, because I said that like 2 or 3 times in your reading, and then something feels like it's kind of giving me like a I guess I don't know what you call this. I was like, no, something's off about that. So it's probably just a more aligned version to what they actually, like who they actually are on the inside, that version of themselves. Yes, yeah. The message, very, like my thoughts are all over the place. So I feel like even your person doesn't understand what to do, where to start, why they're feeling all of this. But yeah, it's a journey they're on at this point in time. I will say that the longer, like first off, it's going to be them showing up, then pause, like withdrawal, then showing up, then pause or withdrawal. That's the energy that you will expect from your person when they are not fully integrated. When it's just the beginning stages, it will be showing up, then small withdrawal, then showing up, then small withdrawal, then showing up. But the moment those withdrawals start to get longer and longer, yeah, that's actually a very big sign that they are integrating more, or they're starting to align more, because them showing up with this version of themselves, it'll start to feel so misaligned that they don't even feel like showing up until they are in this version of themselves, the version that is more aligned to what they truly feel on the inside. So the withdrawals will start to get longer and longer. That is a very big sign that the integration is happening, all right? So that's more like on a passive, more on a, I guess, behind the scenes. I don't think that you are going to actually know what is going on with your person, because surface level, they seem to have this picture perfect image of themselves, and they will not do anything to sabotage that until they are fully confident of this version that they are aligning to, all right? Okay, let's get one message or maybe advice, something to wrap up your reading. Yes. All right, at some point, yeah, I told you. So it's going to be very withdrawn until, like, you are not going to know what is going on with your person until they are ready to show to the world, to show to you. All right, I think that your person, like every single part of them is perfectly manicured is also what I'm hearing. But I'm being called to remember this political drama that I was seeing once. I think it was The Good Wife or The Good Fight, one of the two, all right? And in that, every interaction that the husband and wife have, the husband is a politician, and every single interaction that the husband and wife have, it's like scripted or it is forced. There is so much of thought process that's going on in what they have to say, how they have to show up, which events that they're going through, the image that they are needed to portray to the public in order to get their votes, so on and so forth. So it was very detailed in one of them. I think it was Good Wife or Good Fight, might be, I think Good Wife. It's been a while. So I'm feeling that perfectly, not manicured, but perfectly curated. Yes, that's the word that I was looking for. Manicured does not feel right. Anyway, there is like this version of themselves that's every bit of what they say, how they show up, what they do, everything is very scripted of sorts, or your person perfectly chooses what parts of them that they want others to see, how they want to be perceived, so on and so forth. There's so much of energy that goes into that, which is probably where the misalignment it has been coming up, why it has started to feel very uncomfortable. So until your person is confident about who they truly are on the inside, that version of them, it will not come out, all right? Because they're just that very careful of the image that other people perceive of them. So until then, I don't think that you will get any heads up of what is going on, but a clue, I guess, for some of you will be the time between them showing up. It will start to get longer and longer just because it starts to become harder to show up in the previous version of themselves, the more they start to feel good about the more aligned version of themselves. All right? Okay. And it starts to feel fake. Yes, that's also another message that's coming through. It starts to feel fake, and that by itself causes a lot of that friction within them. So they'll feel like withdrawing more until they can truly accept themselves and feel confident. They have to own up to that image first before they can show it to other people. So that by itself is a process. Alrighty, pal 2, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading helped you find some kind of clarity, confirmation, or comfort as well. And there is no extended for this reading, so I just wanted to let you know that. Pal 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.